I think that the Gettysburg Address,
The 50th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg,
the 75th,
the 100th,
150th.
these events represent important marks in time. I think the leaders at these events, their goal was to pave a new path
For the presidents and the next generation of people, and for future leaders like us.
so that we could find a new birth of freedom.
It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced.
During the 50th anniversary, President Wilson spoke these words.
How wholesome and healing the peace has been. We have found one another again as brothers and comrades in arms.
President Wilson, like Abraham Lincoln, wanted to bring two enemies together to create a peace jubilee.
During the 75th anniversary, President Franklin D. Roosevelt spoke these words.
Veterans of the blue and the gray, I accept this monument in the spirit of brotherhood and peace.
I think President Roosevelt saw Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address as being important because he wanted to keep peace between the two sides going.
So 75 years later, he didn't forget the words, he brought them all back.
And the fact that they all actually came amazes me.
During the 100th anniversary, Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson said these words.
Until all education is unaware of race, until opportunity is unconcerned with the color of men's skin, the voice of responsible America, the voice of those who died here, and the great man who spoke here, their voices say, together.
All the things going on with race and equality, it's not just two enemies like opposing sides in a war.
I really don't like that a lot of people, they segregate themselves and they say, well, you're different, you don't wear the same clothes as us, you don't look like us, so you're not as good as us.
Now that the 150th is here, we have a set of ideals and we need to rise up and act on them.
Individuality, liberty,
Equality, unity, understanding, togetherness.
Those ideals are embedded in our national character because generations of Americans have chosen to live them in their own lives, to advance them through their service and through their sacrifice. This is the truth that Lincoln understood. And that in the end is how government of the people and by the people and for the people will endure in our time.
We who stand in the shadows, the students that have never said a word, but have these strong thoughts, need to step out and rise. In fact, we will rise and create another monumental marker in time.
I want to leave a mark on the world, bringing people together, like despite their differences.
I think that if we do follow the words of Lincoln, it will lead to peace and equality.
I think the path has been paved for our generation, and now it's our turn to bring us one step closer to that new birth of freedom.
That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.